Grand Rising, coming to you at 10 hours, 32 minutes. It is November 18, 2021. Since I learned that a lot of our race don't read, and I bet you love the title. I bet you that's what literally brought you to my channel, because the title when I made, I'm an incel, beta, whatever type of male, whatever the title was, I have more views on that than when I talked about black men being not to be charged of rape, how to fill out a form, information about statistics with being a father, the law, the crime. Even I made a video back. I gotta find them because I'm not experiencing this stuff about child support because I talk to people. So what I would do, since I do go to the library, I read. Sometimes I have links or put a book out for our brothers to read, but we don't. Nobody share my videos. I'm not too worried about it. This is me. I'm not retired. I'm now. So if I ever I worked at the IRS. I'm not going to wait till I retire to explain to my brothers how to do the tax forms or anything, or how to fill out information. I want to do it now while I'm 39. I want to do it while I'm young. I'm not worried about losing the job or somebody attacking me. For what? It seems like we're scared, or we like to put emphasis on things, but we never do it. Why don't we do it? I'm in a situation or a place in my life. I've always been that way. All of my 3 years of videos, over 700 videos, is sharing information about everything to our gender, the man, the woman, information that can help us. That's always been my thing. So the title brought you here. Thank you for staying. Stay around. Listen. Or you might see something. If the title brought you here, maybe this will help you in some way. But first, before I go and start, I would want to share the word of a day, since I know a lot of people don't read and actually look things up. I was told, why do I always use the definition and meaning of things? Because I was born only 39 years ago. The world is over 2021 years of age. I didn't create nothing on this earth, or everything's it's about energy and sharing. So I'm a sharer. I'm just going to share what I can't change anything. I can't change the information on nothing. So let me close that out just in case it pop up. And so, yes, brother, how you doing today? I hope everybody's ready for the information. First thing before I want to share this with everyone. The word nice. The word nice means pleasant, agreeable, satisfactory. Of a person pleasant in manner, good nature, kind. Fine, subtle, requiring careful thought or attention, but tedious and scrupulous. So let's say the word. I think I said the word wrong.
Fastidious.
Fastidious. Very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. Very concerned about matters of cleanliness. So when they say nice guy, why is that? I already said it. One day, last was going to be good. And Brother David, that's just the title I'm using to be funny. I'm not using that title as I know people are going to see how many views I get off of this. And you can look up the word yourself if you want to, but very concerned about matters of clean. So far, I don't see nothing wrong with the word nice. I know the etymology of the word nice is different. So I have to take in account of everything. But so far, I don't see anything wrong.
Scrupulous.
Scrupulous of a person or process, diligent, thorough, and extremely attentive to detail. Very concerned to avoid doing wrong. So far, nice. I'm saying words that's the meaning is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a nice man to a woman, a child, or to the people you are around. So I don't understand how people are deriving their meanings from information that's not there. But the etymology of the word nice comes from the Mediterranean seaport of France in the 1860, and it details from Nike, which means victory. But if you go down, which now from the late 13th century, the word nice is an adjective: foolish, ignorant, frivolous, senseless. From Old French, 12th century, careless, clumsy, weak, poor, needy, simple, stupid, silly, foolish. And from Latin, necius, ignorant, unaware, literally not knowing, from ne, not, from pi root ne is not, steam or sheer, to know. See, science. So if I, and then the word Nike is the Greek goddess of victory. Victoria, literally victory, upper hand in battle. So I understand that the word nice have his little bad side to it, but overall, there's nothing wrong with being a nice guy. So all my brothers that's nice men, keep being who you are. If I look up a bad, you won't see good. You won't see pleasant, well-mannered, good-natured, kind. You don't see that. So when a woman talk about, I prefer a bad boy, yeah, you can have that. And I will recommend you stay away from those type of women. That's your only way to save yourself, black man. Now I'm using that just that didn't mean it that way, as in the group or a movement. That's just to save you from being all jacked up. Please, brother. Just please save yourself. So I'll read right back after this. So today, brother, I want to walk you through some information you may or you may not need. Take away or add on to this as you want. And the next topic is going to be about, hopefully I can get some information about, I was taught that if you love black women and only want to be with black women, or told, that's a fetish. So anything you do, brothers, now is a fetish to other men because they're mad at you, and I think they're jealous of a reason I'm unaware of. So I want to share some information with people to let them know how right now we in the new world order. New world order, it's not about chaos, killing, and destruction unless you allow it to be that way. It's about changing of order. What are some things they change? They're going to change laws, procedures, policies, rules, regulations, right? So I want to make you aware of how these rules and regulations, what things you can do. From the information I know, there's a million, thousand more things. There's people out there that know more than me. But this is all I know. This is what I'm giving in my visions and my dream. You can discredit it. You can discount it all you want. But this is what I'm giving. So I want you to take a look at some of these things and let's get into it. And if you have any questions as I'm going along, and if you're watching now, put it in the box. We can share with the people that's going to watch the video later. Or if you watch this later, put it down there so we can share everything that's going on. Okay. So I hope you're ready to learn and give out some information, and I can do a part 2 on having more information. So all the brothers that's out there that's fighting through things that's going on in the world, there's information you can utilize. And within this information you can utilize, yes, the world is against you. We already know they're against you, black man. They wouldn't, if they wasn't against black men, they wouldn't be trying their hardest to get rid of us and make us hate our black women and procreate with other race women, or they wouldn't make the black women hate us. They wouldn't. Black women power don't come from the empowerment. It come from other entities. So they wouldn't have did that. They didn't work but we fought for a lot of those things. I was United States Marine Corps veteran. I went to war for these things. So when black women speak a woman said this to me, and I'm gonna say it again. She said, it's not that black women won't be with a black man that make less income. A lot of them think very lowly of black men. So the respect is not there. Hashtag respect. So if no respect is there, I don't have respect for them. I don't have to do nothing to them. If I'm needed for protection, she don't get it. If I need help, she don't get it. That's all we have to do. I don't have to make a channel talk about I hate black women, I hate black men. I don't have to make a hate channel. All I gotta do is mind my business. And this is off of YouTube too. So I don't know why people keep saying, "Oh, this is only on YouTube. This is only on social." No, it's not. I'm single black man in America. That when I present myself to women, they look at you a certain way when you don't have a certain things. Yes, they do. They always done that. That's why I say, brothers, you should have criteria too. So when she thinks she about to reap what she's gonna reap what you sowed, she wasn't in the field. How did I want to say? She wasn't in the gym shooting shots. I forgot who said that. So why would she get all your pleasures without having to not? Yes, she got them. Yes, brother, she have to show herself improved. That's what it does. That's what you always do. So with the information today, this one is 22 pages. It's about the Supreme Court, United States, the pathology with when you receive shots. So this information, I'm going to do it as I did in my stepfather video. I'm going to paste it and post it in the comment section. So I'm going to call it tab 1 again. I'm not going to deviate from what I already did. Don't have to do nothing new, which is Supreme Court health information. So if you want to read it, go right ahead. Go look it up. Go read, because that's the number one thing that we don't do. How we have religions, and majority of the people in the religion don't read. Only 10% read. That's our race altogether, how much we read. So just to scroll down a little bit. This is about taking the shot. Any type of shot you get to you or your child, you might want to read this. This is how the Supreme Court, which argued April 15, 2013, decided June 13, 2013, number 12-398, Association for Medical Pathology. Now, it's 2021, there is a shot. Look at the CDC tried to quiet, like they've been lying. You have to take 8 shots. You have to take 8 COVID shots. You didn't hear what I said. You had to take 8. It's a card that shows 8. It's like the flu shot. You have to take a certain amount of shots. Each human gene is encoded the deoxyribonucleic acids, which is DNA, which shapes the double helix. The double helix is that picture of an X, and the X cross each other and they wrap around each other, keep wrapping around, intertwined like a cord. But within that cord it's these strands that's allowing them to stay together. Because if you wrap a cord and then you take them from unwrapping around, they just come apart. But it's the other strands. Yep, it's 8 different ways to take it. I will post a link to it or show it a picture in the video, or I'll email the picture to you, and then I'll use it in my next video as a picture as my thumbnail. So it lets you know that each crossbar, which I explained, chemically joined nucleotides, sequence of DNA, nucleotides containing information necessary to create strings of amino acid used to build protein in your body. That code for aminos are exons, and those do not are introns. Science can extract DNA cells from isolated specific segments for the study. They can also synthetically create ions on strands of nucleotides. See, I will have people coming in and leave. So that's what I want. So they came. I want you to come and then actually check out the video. Make this go viral. And strands of nucleotide known as complementary DNA, cDNA. cDNA contains only exons that occur in the DNA of many convenient exons. So they learned, attain several to place, like Myriad Genetics Incorporation, attained several patents under discovering the precise location and sequence of the BRCA2 gene. And they learned they can manipulate them. Why is this important today in history of going through a godly, non-godly, what they call quote unquote catastrophe or pandemic or epidemic? Because it's affecting us eternally and spiritually. Your soul is made up of 6 ions, 6 photons, and 6 neutrons. The nucleus of you is your soul. So if they learn how to patent things and then did not create or alter genetic information and code in the BRCA1 and the BRCA2 or the genetic structure of DNA, it is found and important and useful gene for groundbreaking innovation or brilliant discovery does not by itself satisfy the 101 inquiry. See, now this is how now I can show you how I learned how to read law by myself. You have to Google or go to the library and learn how to do this. But I'll say go to the Google first and then go to the library. But if you can't find it, go to the library, write down all the information. So you will want to write down this information. Remember, I say as you walk into a building, it's information on there for you. So let me see. I read that earlier, but you do. I'll do another video on this. Right now, for some reason on StreamYard, everything goes run slow. So you take that, even look up this, the 310 fount ID at, you got to Google, or the Diamond versus Chakrabarty 447 US 301. You can Google that. Then you Google and you say ID period, comma, at 310 and see what comes up. And then go from there, go to your library if you want a bigger understanding. So they learned about the gene, do not render the gene patent eligible new. But let's go to another page. Okay, so you can see how, if you read it, you can see how the plans they were doing, they were altering the genes. And there's reason they were doing that. See, your genes are hereditary. Now they're trying to find a way to break free from your genes being hereditary and now controlling what you can't receive. If I don't want you to have lupus, if I want to get rid of leukemia, which is called Google, and all right, brother, have a good day. the Designer Baby Project. Look up Designer Baby. I don't know if it's called Project or STEM Search, something of that nature. Look that up. Show you what's going on. Brother David, come back when you get a chance, because and look at my caption or my my comment box to go to the links, just in case you need them from where you work. Where you work at, you might need the exemption form. So hopefully that can help you. I'm going to do that in a little bit. I wanted to show this and people why I'm doing this for them. That's why I didn't start with that. What else should we look up these names? So every time you see a name with U.S. or pursuant, when you walk in front of a building, revision, article. Let me go back up real quick so we can have the exact information that you may need of how you should look at things when you're reading it. Let's see real quick. Make sure we got it correct. We got it right. See, USC. See, there you go. USC. How it's spaced out. USC. How those numbers look. And you see these numbers written that way, you look them up. Numbers and letters written this way, look it up on your phone. Use search engine. I want you to do. When you see these words written this way, those words, article, whatever ones that see how it say US 35 under USC 35101. Look that up. I want you to look that up. Please look up for your benefit. So if there's a fire in the building or the police come in the building, you will be protected and you will understand what to do and how to do it and how to use your rights. I'm learning about rights. There is no excuse anymore on your rights. So the reason I show you that, because now the government is about to probably, which is soon, I don't know how soon. If you watch my other videos, you will see that information I was showing you, have it not came to pass? Huh? They have, right? So if you've been part of the family or you've seen the other videos, go through the playlist. That's about information, or to something called To My Indigo People, To My Black People. That's the playlist you might want to go to and listen. Fast forward, because I know I can fast forward on my laptop or whatever, which one, your laptop or tablet, you can see. Like you can see what I'm doing. Like you can see the video. So you can go to the part you need. I know I don't have timestamps on a lot of my videos. This one is locked. So if you need for me to give you access, hit me up. If not, then cool. Or you just can Google the how it was written out. It's a notice to all workers and employees regarding a voluntary nature, IRS Form W-4. And here another one, how to say title, chapter, and read about Google that. Right, with coming, I don't know if people know, you do not have to pay. You do not have to fill out the W-4 form. You don't have to do that. But a lot of people don't know that. So read this and understand it. And you got any questions, use the information for you so it will lead you. So instance, you have a question, type that in, and then you will have to talk to your employee and ask them, where can I find? They should be able to help you, or you should go to your local city hall in your city or your district to learn about how don't do this. So I'm doing this for a reason, because this is about order and information. Y'all remember. All right. Make sure you're doing that. Now about creditors and their bonds. You gotta remember, I'm showing you this for a reason. I don't know. This picture right here look weary to me for things. So be mindful of signs and symbols, even when you walk inside those buildings. And when you walk inside those buildings, be very mindful of what they're trying to. I went into City Hall, has carpo diem and all of that, and I don't know too much about it. That's why I don't try to remember it. And their bonds, creditors and their bonds. A lot of this stuff I have read before, but it's been a while. But I didn't know the information was going to be very, very important for us. Saved it to my drive. The hidden commercial court process. I want you to take the time out as well. When you each tab, take the time out and learn about it. You don't gotta just as you got a job or you got a business. Instead of watching that program about hating black men and hating black women and hating and wanting to kill black babies, put this on. Find a video that talks about it with a person or different sources of different people that citing their sources and talking about this information. You ever heard of usury? Google, look up. Is it usury tax or just usury tax or just the word usury that has to deal with taxes or how the banks work? Look that up. Please look that up. That's very important. That'll help you understand why you pay taxes, where your money going to, and then when you learn the W-2, you would know how to file it correctly. We always ask, how do you file it? Everybody have to file differently. Creditors and bonds. Bonds, every case, represent debt. So if somebody's net worth is $6 million, they don't have $6 million. It's a holder, is a creditor of the corporation and not part owner as the shareholder. The word bond is sometimes used broadly also to refer to what? Unsecured debt instruments. What is that? Bond support credit authorization. The bond is always evidence of a debt. So when you are signing a contract, you are bonded. So you have to work to get paid. You have to follow all these rules to get your payment, correct? So you can read about this. Okay. And now to the nitty gritty. Call me a Hopstead all you want. Now, this is a file. How do I? Oh, I'll have to hold on. I know. I thought I did it right. So I will show this, but I'm going to make sure I put it in the tab bar. This is what you're going to need if you are working at a company and they need a piece of information. Don't argue it. Don't worry about. Forget. I don't care if you're a Christian, a Muslim, whatever. Forget that it says this. Just look at it. I'm not a Moor, but I'll utilize these things or find a way you need. I'm in Buffalo, New York, so this is for me. Now, what you can do, I can send you the. This is from. See, this is how this is from. I put it on Word. I opened it up in Google Docs, which is Microsoft Word. So in Word, you can change. You got to find out your Department of Health and Human Resources, Division of Health Services in the city you live in. So let me write that in there. So somebody's seeing this. When I put this in there, you have to find the information for the city you live in. This is what you need. That part, this section right here. What is that? Your state. Your state. Department of Health and Human Services. Division of Public Health Services. Make sure you find yours. Do not use the same address. If I send this, this is just a thing you would need. We certify your religion and Morris exemption. You need exemption for whatever they're trying to do. And read that. If you don't agree with it, don't apply it to you then. I just wanted to show you. We call ourselves stuff, but we had say things as in we are Aboriginal. You are the true man. Some of us was already here. A lot of us didn't come from Africa. So when people talk about ADOS and B1, I don't ever openly stop talking. And this is given to me real quick in the spirit. Stop talking about your religion. Stop talking about organization you are in. Stop talking about what are you affiliated to. Because we supposed to be in 0 dark 30, Black people. We're not supposed to be putting out information. I'm doing this because this is information, my service to you. But I'm talking about other things that we talk about. We don't need to know that there's a field. Well, don't tell me there's a land for Black people and other race people there. Not being racist. You can call it whatever you want. If something happened, Chinese can go to China. Japanese can go to Japan. Where do Black people go? We'd have nowhere to go. We don't have a fortress. We don't even have an area where we can collectively join hands. We not even collectively join hands on social media platforms. So much of we're this race. Why you call I don't care what you call it. That's why I say if you want to use this, you can utilize it. If not, that's on you. I'm not going to stop you. So you're going to need this one as well. So this one is called, you're going to need, hold on, certification of religious and Moorish American exemption. You're going to need that for your job. If it's another one you know for whatever your nationality is, if you don't want to be with that, then find that one. But if you're religious, any religion, you can utilize this. Type the name in or your religion and have it. If you need it, you gotta, and if you need it to, Get it notarized. Get it notarized. Need that. Like need it notarized. So no. Might need to have that notarized. These might need to be notarized. So get them notarized. Also, too, that's what I'm going to be. Oh, I gotta say it, but that's an actual career in notary. You know how to say the word. Sometimes you know me. This right here is the vaccination exemption. If you use religious exemption for the vaccination and your employer denied you religious exemption, and you can use this affidavit. You know what an affidavit is? In fact. So this is what you can use for religious exemption. And it states United States, so the Moorish National Republic, federal government, and the names, all the different information. See, and a lot of us, what we do, we too worried about name. I'm not worried about none of these names on here. I'm protecting myself with my rights. This is about your rights. Even till you come from Negro, colored folk, Black, African American, etc. If you are a Negro, colored, Black, African American, Native African American, Afro American, this applies to you because they're going to look at your skin, and when you applied on your application, you put Indigenous, Aboriginal, Black American, African American, Afro American, Hispanic, Black, whatever you added, color, Negro, whatever words you use. Did you not put that on your application? Okay, then. What's on your birth certificate? Oh, see, sometimes we can be correct. You can call me a hashtag Hopstead all you want, but sometimes you got to utilize this information. This is for you. The rejection. You think words are, I didn't make this. This is not written by the person that sent this to me. This has been here for years. They have orders and stuff. Just as the America is a corporation, they have orders. That's why you need this for the shot. And if you are fired for the shot, they are wrong. So remember, this is what these things is for. Learn Article 5, rejection and assimilation. These people have the right to maintain, express, and freely develop their cultural identity in all respects, free from any external attempt as assimilation. States should not carry out, adopt, support any policy to assimilate indigenous people to destroy their culture. What did I just show you earlier? Call me a Hopstead, but don't call me a man that don't read or idiot or stupid or foolish. Don't display me as nice when I find details that is written inside the law that says it quite, and you can look this up. I'm not making this up. The law, colorage law. Look this up. Come on. It's in front of you. This stuff is right in front of you. Look up. Local library. You got a library card? Why not? You don't read enough books? Why not? Why aren't you doing the things you're supposed to do? That don't matter to you? You think money gonna save you? There's not enough money in the world if you don't know the law and you don't utilize it. Just as Donald Trump said, the reason I don't get in trouble because I use the loopholes. Loopholes is not bad. That's not evil. Because the law is not based on moral values nor ethics. Law have a just is. Just is I utilize article. That's that's like probably 25, 30. That's either, I don't know. That's either 23, 43, or 53 of health. If you're talking about your health, what did I show you earlier? What did I show you earlier? No, not that one. Up here. Molecular pathology. I don't have to make none of this up. I'm literally showing it right to your face. Indigenous people have the collective individual right to enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of physical and mental. So they are denying you things. So all of this in here, labor rights. Let's go to labor, because that's what we're talking about. Indigenous people, Black, African, Afro, whatever, all on words that's used right here, Negro, color, Black folks, what you are, right? You don't identify, that's on you then. Then you cannot utilize this. If you don't classify yourself as that, or that's not what you're classified. So you're doing yourself and your family a disservice by not classifying yourself the right things in life. That's your fault. So everything happening to your family is on you, not on me. Even if I walk by you, that's not my fault. You left your family in danger, not me. My family going to get all of this, whether they utilize it or not, or if it's part of them or not. I'm going to give it to them because I know I utilize it. Indigenous people and persons have the rights and guarantee recognized in the national and international labor law. States shall take all special measures to prevent, punish, and remediate the discrimination which indigenous people and persons are subjected to. Right here, there's laws on that. And then you can read through them. And then you need 2 witnesses. That was just this example of the witnesses. So if you need a notoriety or anything, go get it. And then that's the HR you would use, just their name and their email. This is how you fill it out. This is the whole paper. Up here, you will put, I am your name. And you utilize that. But then I recommend as well, when you write your name, put it in all caps. So you got that? All right. Got the IRS form. Got the credit form. Now, if you need anything greater than, best way to write a professional letter. Now, you got to do farther. Got to go farther. This is not Austin Powers. Best way to write a letter to the judge or county judge, or it could be county, city, state. This is how you write it. It explains reason to write a letter, judge, in case family or friends will write sentence to discriminate character. I gotta send this to my sister. So if they can't fire her, and tell her, oh, about to text her, tell her to call me. I'm gonna leave this stuff up. And tell her to call either one. Call. I'm gonna do a call later on so I can show them this information. See, I share my stuff. I don't know my sisters. I'm sorry. They can be a modern Black woman, but they're not stupid. I don't leave my sisters hanging. I don't tell my sisters it's okay to just show your body and think something's not. I'm sorry. I'm in reality. I don't play fake stuff. I fought in the war where I grew up at, and I fought in a war in a place that I didn't belong, but I still went. So I don't play games. Y'all can live that way. Y'all can make up fake, talk about patriarchal stuff and matriarch and patriarch. I'm sorry, that's fake to me. That's corny. That's not real. That don't even have no. They have no truth to why we're battling. That have no understand. A child, you're just making an excuse. A black man not being a father, and he have an opportunity. He's just making an excuse. A black woman keeping her son away from the man, and she's saying she's making an excuse. I don't play excuses. I don't play those games, so that's not in me. I don't worry about people that does that. This is for people that actually want to come together and get better and help themselves. If you help yourself, you can help. I can help. If I'm helping myself, I can help you. I'm going to need these things. But I haven't needed them yet. But you're going to need them. So we here to help each other. So you're going to fill out this letter. Make sure when you're filling out this letter, you file it away, you fill it out. After you do your exemptions. And come into the end of this, we have the 13 pages. Now, I can put this in the tab. If it's locked, send me a message in my caption, my description box. You're welcome, sister. Grand Rising. I'm just sharing I just used the title to be funny. I have got a lot of views one time. So if this is locked, send me a message. I can unlock it, or whoever use it, put it in the comment box when you do that it works. Okay, this is tab 4. This is the dictionary you would need when you're filling out a lot of this information if you want to read for yourself. Or you can go to Amazon if you need any help finding the information. I will send it out. So it's in the description. Always called the caption box. I don't know why. And it shows a couple little things to read. Where is the elevator? Okay, elevator right here. It's not moving. There we go. And they show you the pronunciation. So when you're reading, it's explaining it to you. And it's a lot of this stuff. Let me see. Where the part I started at? See, it's moving slow for some reason on StreamYard. Well, you can, and if you're having problems with this, send me a message. Thank you, sister. Send me a message so that you can. There you go. It's moving slow. You see how? Oh, it's more. No, my bad. This is 1,167 pages. I'm online for some reason with my StreamYard. Oh, it works slow. See the number moving. I'm not touching it. So and if you want to learn the law, go to the library. It's hard. My library is a central library located downtown. Sometimes you can take out a book, but more you got to leave a book there. But they allow you. You know how you take a book out? There's a section they let you leave it in there, put your name on it, so you come back the next day. But it's like having the book at home. They're not going to leave the book there forever. They're going to put it right back. So good luck trying to find that book again and going through all other books. Or they have a good system at the central library and try to get this information, or you can Amazon the book. Like the title of the books, all the books you read, a lot of these books are cheap. The highest that I found a lot of these books is, do I have one laying around? I think I gave it away. No, I gave it away. The highest I found so far is you're not going to pay over $25 or $30 for a book. But trust me, it's 1,167 to 68, 69, something like as that many pages. You're going to have a fun time reading these. or you probably don't need to read the whole thing, but you'll take the time out to, and it explains how to use your name and different information. So is that it? I think that explained out everything. All right. Real quick, let's go right back over them. You got the Supreme Court talk about the pathology of this is due to the COVID or any shot you take. Understand what's going on. Remember, if you want to know more about what's going on besides reading it, as you read, you will see these right here. Google those or go to the library, write them all down. See, and then it is a lot of things with done in the Supreme Court system. The government cannot mandate you to do nothing, nor a company you work at. So you will have the exemption. Learn about your W-4s. This plays a big role in a lot of things we do, but I don't think people realize that. So again, it's a section, paragraph. You will literally type this in right here and read it. It works. I've done it when you walk up to a building, or you see that in your human resource handbook that they handed it to you. So, and then talk about this. I threw that in there just in case you wanted to read. It might be important to you in some aspect. And this is what you're going to need. I'm going to put the link down, and if it's locked, I have opened it in the Google document, so Microsoft Office. If they cannot fire you from work, it cannot kick you away. File this, put it in before we are in November 18th. They say October 22nd was the last one, but make sure you file it. If you file the other one, file this as well. File these. Here's another one to file. Don't look at the name. If anything, don't worry about it. Because again, as I expressed, this is a Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People adopted at the third plenary session held, and you can Google that, June 15, 2016, applies to Indigenous Moorish American people. You don't say you're not a Moor. This applied to you because you're misclassified as Negroes, colored folk, Black. We are Black, right? What do your birth certificate say? African American, Afro American, etc. Aboriginal, Indigenous. I use indigo on my application, and then they don't question me putting indigo on my application or Indigenous, because they know. That's like when you file your W-2s, they know what you just don't know. So you can read the certain parts you will read here is the labor rights. People have the rights and recognized in the national, international labor law. You cannot be forced to take anything into your body. That's why they're coming down on Joe Biden, the Supreme Court. They don't want America, rejection of assimilation, to maintain, express, and freely. So read this. If you don't want to use it, I don't know why. I'm not getting fired, and I'm not taking nothing. And then you're gonna need 2 witnesses. Find a notary in your city, or call and check. Maybe your witness can be the person at your job. Or John 8, verse 17. You don't got to be religious. And the witness by another person of your, this is actual Amor that wrote this on the date and the time, 4851. I'm military time. What is 4851? I'm not sure. I have to look that up. So you have to figure out, make sure you fill it out correctly. And then the witness, the family, the time, the date, and then then your name. So you got that? Did I leave anything else out? All right. And here, if they're trying to deny you, the best way to write a professional letter to a judge. If you write this to the judge after your place, whether you're a nurse, you're a lawyer, you work in the board of education, you can write Find out your local. Oh, yes, going back. Hold on. I forgot about this again. I mentioned it already. Mention it again. I'm just going over the review. Where is that? Wrong one. Make sure for your city, you put, I'm in New York. You put the state you live in, the Department of Health division. Now, I don't know your division and department and their phone numbers and their area code. Make sure that's going to be, don't just copy this. I'm helping them out, brother. I'm helping them out. Make sure you write that correctly for your city. If it's bad advice, I guarantee you, if you look on those tabs and you go read for yourself, then that's bad advice. Don't utilize it. But I know my sisters and my brothers, when I give advice, they utilize it. It worked. I'm an independent worker. I utilize this already. It's 2 different forms. You don't got to use it. Just like I said. And that's what I read about it. 80% of our race, thank you, believe in the Christianity form of religion, right? I'm not even going off religion because I say you don't have to be that. You can change this right here to your religion. You can put it, it's a letter to your place of where you work. So you don't have to be unemployed. They're not giving out unemployed benefits right now. So you go to what it says right there, you change this, and if they utilize it, then if not, you write to your judge and they're going to respond to you, whether it's wrong or right. Because when they respond, they got to give you information. So if in that information they say, here's that example again, US 30 under US 35 C10, and that letter they respond back to you, go and look that up. What do that mean? And then go to your city attorney or whatever you use for legal and ask them, what does that mean? What should I do about it? Go to the Department of Labor. So if I'm not worried if it's bad advice, I'm making them aware. Why I say that, again, we believe in a Christianity society, but only 70% of us read. I mean, less than only 10% of people read of our race. Like, how you a Christian but you don't read the Bible? How you a Muslim? You don't read the Quran fully. I have read the Amplified Bible. I tried to read the Quran. I didn't get it. I didn't get all of that, but I have read it and studied it. From what I can understand, I'm not going to go practice with them because I don't want to intermingle my spirit. But this have nothing to do with the spirit. This is just bits of information that people can utilize. So before I get off, let me see. Do anyone have any questions? Any concerns? I hope I shared that of what I can share. And thank you, Sister Sheila, Brother David, you too, Jay Boogie. And who else was on? Let me see. And whoever else came on. I didn't see you, then please type in the chat. I appreciate you. Share this. If anything, in the chat box, tell me what I put wrong. How can I fix it? Because all you're going to do is people is going to read it and we're going to help. We're sharing information. I always done this, but as again, brother, if you're still here, you only came here because of the title. So you ain't come here to really have a real discussion. So nobody have any parting words? I appreciate you. Thank you. Share this. If I left something out, put it in send me a comment, send me an email. I mainly utilize my Instagram. I'm going to start making that known. I put stuff on Twitter, but I mainly utilize my Instagram and my YouTube. YouTube is my forefront. Instagram, my second. I got the Discord. That's where I really want to start chatting off of YouTube with people that have information. So if we talking about Black love, we talking about Black community. This is part of it, building our community, getting information out. I want to put it on there, and we are in 0 dark 30. I want to put enough information where we're not telling the world, but then if we got to go farther, we go offline and we share information that way. I want to build up people that want to build up people. Not, I think it's not going to work, but I don't have that mindset without information. I've done it. So, and if I didn't do nothing, I'm going to shut up and be quiet about it. If it don't work, then I don't say, mate, if it worked for someone else. That's like saying I've never been called the N-word, but someone said they never been called the N-word, but I have. I can't argue with that, man. But for him to treat and talk to me a certain way as he wouldn't do to other people, then let's discuss it. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. Get the information. If you need any assistance, hit me up or go to your city hall, your county officials, your city officials, and your mayor. You just voted for him or her. So make sure you get the information out there. All right, everyone, have a great day. And when you're checking you out, thanks for being part of the family. Hit the notification button and share. Appreciate you. Thank you.